Things here. We're going to talk about the chat room and we're going to talk about the raid. Let's talk about the raid first. Are you glad this administration is taking a more aggressive military posture against the Houthis, and do you believe if it is successful, it will reopen commercial shipping through the Red Sea?
I think we should take more affirmative action. I think the administration is doing the right thing. I would rather them do it with more of our allies involved, but the fact that Donald Trump's America First is turning quickly into America Alone. But the basis of going after Houthis in a stronger, tougher way, I agree with.
The administration argues the Biden administration didn't do enough. Do you agree with that?
I think the Biden administration took repeated action against the Houthis. I think they could have done more.
All right. Now, let's get to the chat room. What is your experience? Do you use Signal, for example?
Yes, Signal is safer than your normal cell phone because the Chinese, through Salt Typhoon, have penetrated our traditional cellular networks. Signal is better, but the Chinese, the Russians are trying to go after Signal. They've had some successful efforts. Everyone is warned in the intelligence community, do not use Signal for classified information. It is bright, it is bold, it is cyber and hygiene 101 in terms of how to stay safe.
One of the things discussed in this chat, which the administration has said is accurate, was a reference to a high-value Houthi target at his girlfriend's house somewhere in Yemen, probably Sana'a, near the capital. David Martin, my exceptional colleague here at CBS, has reported that the Israelis are furious about this because they believe those who would read that could sort of backward engineer that and find something out that they shouldn't find out. Do you agree with that? What do you think the implications of that are?
I have not seen any of the classified information about this, so I'm basing my knowledge on open source. If the Israelis are this mad, and I think they got a right to be this mad, about classified information being treated sloppily. And this is a pattern. We've seen them expose CIA agents in the first 2 weeks. We've seen the Doge boys print the full budget and headcounts of a classified agency. So this is not a one-off. And what happens if the Israelis are this mad and the Five Eye partners, our key allies, are upset? Will they continue to share information with us if it's treated this sloppily? And if we don't see action taken by this administration, if someone is not held accountable, I believe Secretary Hegseth should resign or be fired. I think Mike Waltz should resign or be fired. If no action is taken, what message does that send to the workforce? Because, Major, I can tell you this. If you were a military officer or a CIA agent and you treated classified information this way, you would be fired. End of story.
When Republicans say it was a mistake and they'll never make it again, does that satisfy you?
Baloney. I use stronger language for Sunday morning, but it's like, this is a pattern of sloppiness. I mean, think about the Doge boys when they print all the savings and half of the information just factually wrong. This administration does not treat classified information the appropriate way. Major, we've not even seen if the phones that were used, have they been collected? Have they been checked to make sure the bad guys didn't put malware in them? That, again, would be the first action of a serious administration. I've asked the FBI director whether he's launching an investigation. I've heard nothing back from him.
Does it give you any comfort that the